Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about the Uranus impact on our health because in the month of November we will have Uranus transit multiple times with Uranus in Taurus aspecting one by one all the planets in Scorpio. We'll see that on 4th and 5th of November when Sun in Scorpio will oppose Uranus in Taurus, and then again on 13th of November when Mercury in Scorpio will oppose Uranus and Taurus. And then lastly, on 17th of November, we'll see Mars in Scorpio oppose Uranus and Taurus. And these are very significant transits and they will be psychologically and physically felt by us. Uranus comes with surprises, it comes with sudden events, but it also comes with an ability to move away from the past in a snap. We'll find that we'll feel a little bit ungrounded because of these transits, which will extend and be felt all the way till around 20th of November, starting from 3rd of November. So 3rd of November to 20th of November is when we'll feel the Uranus transit the most, with specific dates being 4th, 5th of November, and then 13th of November and 17th of November. Uranus oppositions are very, very helpful to move forward from a status quo, moving forward from stale situations which have become harsh for us. But moving away from them will give us some amount of relief. But in the moment, because of the shock of the event, there's a harshness which is felt by our system, by our nervous system, which we'll observe in our health in the month of November. Migraines, high blood pressure, hormonal fluctuations, thyroid and BP fluctuations are very common with this aspect. Uranus rules our central nervous system, and its transits in medical astrology, they are linked with spasms, cramps, acute jerks, convulsions. We react to stress a lot more strongly and physically under Uranus transits, as anyone with prominent Uranus in their birth charts will tell you. Quieting of the mind through grounding techniques is very essential in November. That could be through walking in the grass barefoot, walking on ground barefoot, walking on soil barefoot is the best. Meditations, longer but lighter exercises, not harsher exercises, easy exercises. They are a must for us at this time. And Mars will be in Scorpio, which means that we need to be physically active at this time to give an outlet to the extra energy that Mars gets in Scorpio. You'll find that as Uranus is in Taurus, the upper half of the body, our face, our head, our throat, and our shoulders, they can get spasms and stressed during these oppositions, which are the body parts which will be more sensitive both during the new moon and the eclipse which we are about to face. So face, head, throat and shoulders, they are more likely to have nerve issues during this time. This is especially true if we have planets around 12 degree of fixed signs, which is where Uranus is acting right now. So Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo around 12 degree will feel it the most. So all of us can have physical impact of it if we have any points or planets being aspected over there, or if we are more sensitive to these influences, or if we have Uranus very, very prominent in our charts. I cannot emphasize enough that the thyroid issues and heart conditions can act up during this time, and we do need to be careful. Throat condition, voice issues, under nervousness or under stress, they are possible right now. Be careful of the situation where your throat gets blocked, or there could be some amount of choking or gagging on objects. And again, it doesn't mean that all of this will happen. These are all the precautions that we need to take due to the higher sensitivity that we're going to experience in the month of November because of the volatility that we will see in financial events, in physical events, because when Sun-Uranus opposition happens, the core of the earth goes through a change. There is an electromagnetic change that we will experience, and because of that, volcanoes and seismic activities as well as extreme weather conditions, they will impact us physically. Financial, political, personal weather situations will arise because of Uranus transits this month, which will be sudden in nature, like a sudden change in weather, a sudden change in financial environment, a sudden change in a political situation, a sudden financial change at this point in time. our excretory system, it is ruled by Scorpio, which can be particularly inflamed during Uranus transits right now. So, in our food, we need to be a bit less heavier, more on the lighter or water filled foods or alkaline foods, which avoid any kinds of inflammation of the colon. And we have to take care when eating heaty food. If we must, at that time, we should neutralize that. Lot of water, a lot of grounding techniques, acupuncture if you're used to doing it, or pressure points technique. They are very good to relieve the pressure that Uranus builds us. Again, do all of this under medical supervision. This is not medical advice. This is what I astrologically know, and I know this from personal experience because I have Uranus on my ascendant. I take magnesium. It really helps me with the nervous system issues if they arise as a result of Uranus transit, which I physically feel very, very strongly. It depends on your medical background, if that suits you or doesn't suit you. So be careful and consult your doctor. But personally, I use magnesium oil for myself. That works very well, or chelated magnesium for better absorption if I take it in a physical form. Coffee is, and I'm just having coffee. Whenever I'm telling people not to have coffee, I'm just having coffee. Coffee is, or any other stimulants, they are counteractive to this. So they do affect us a bit more during these transits, and it is definitely one of the things that negatively affects if you have Uranus in prominent in your chart. But it could also be why sometimes we crave it. We have to develop a process to find other stimulants other than coffee and tea if possible. They do act against us. Moon in negative aspect with Uranus, which we are going to observe around 4th or 5th of November, they generally imply elective surgery is not advised, but again it depends on your medical advisor and practitioner. But when Moon and Uranus will be opposing each other, which is on 4th and 5th of November, generally we should avoid any medical procedure at that time. Depletion of potassium is the key issue. Even if we have to go through something, that is a generally observed condition when Moon and Uranus are opposing, and we'll experience that on 4th or 5th of November. Generally, that is pretty easily fixed. Eating a banana usually fixes potassium deficiency of that sort, unless you have other issues with having a banana, but that usually fixes it. If you can easily observe if you are facing a deficiency of potassium by edema in the body, especially this aspect affects swelling in ankles is felt if this transit is influencing you. We would unfortunately will see accidents due to the high nervous energy being collectively released at that time. Use the new moon that we are going to have on 4th and 5th of November to proactively do that, because the physical energy of sudden accidents and sudden physical hurt will, in my view, manifest more with the 17th of November Mars Uranus opposition. 2 or 3 days before and after, and we'll see that in the global events it does come with a lot of conflicts. It does come with physical conflicts and physical attacks of nature. So release that nervousness proactively. I'm very Uranian. You can see it from my hair. Everything stands like there's electromagnetic waves going through my hair right now. So release this energy proactively. Work through the emotions that are going to come instead of choking them inside during the new moon. And because whenever we try to stifle things during Uranus transits, which means forcing ourselves to ground when there is upheaval going on inside, it just comes out in a physical form from outside of us. So it's better to always deal with it proactively versus waiting for an external event to show us where certain situations have become stale in nature. Doing something inventive, doing something innovative, doing something out of the box during this time, trying some new things out is a easier release of this energy. Also going through some amount of emotions which have become stagnant and we have not spoken about, talked about, discussed them. It is important to get that out versus bottling them up during the Uranus transit, which will in some ways affect the thyroid, especially with this transit in my view. It is great though for snapping out of hiding, coming out of stagnancy, coming out of stagnant emotional situations, and getting yourself in a more healing and positive place. Seismic activity, as I said, volcanic activity, it always happens around Uranus transit. So if you're in an area where it can be exposed, it's better to be careful about it, as does stock market extreme volatility and events. Know though that Uranus transits, they bring speedy recovery. The recovery from the ailments or from issues are as swift as sometimes the ailment coming in as well. So this new moon, in my view, will be very healing, but it will come with surprises which you need to psychologically and physically be prepared for, especially if we have underlying medical condition. This new moon, in my view, will be very, very significant for Biden. I've just left a note for you under the community tab on the channel page. If you are a subscriber, you can just go to the community tab and you can read the article I've just written about the global events linked to this new moon, as well as the eclipse that is coming on 19th of November. Again, all of these things that we discussed today, they are not medical advice. Always consult your medical practitioner before taking any measures for your well-being. Hoping for a healing month for all of us. Thank you.